Welcome back to the room. 200 years ago, a man named Thomas Beale buried a fortune in gold and silver somewhere in Virginia, and left behind 3 pages of numbers that tell you exactly where. 1 page has been read. The other 2 have defeated everyone who ever tried.
Wait, the treasure is still out there, and the directions are just sitting there in code?
Sitting in plain sight since the 1880s, kid. Thousands have dug, nobody has ever found it. And some clever people think the whole thing is a beautiful lie.
Tonight, the Beale ciphers, a buried treasure hidden inside a book. First, if you are new to the room, here is how this works. Every episode we take one real code out of history, show you exactly how it worked, and hand you a puzzle to crack yourself.
And the answer goes in the comments, right?
Pinned right at the top, kid, so you can check yourself the moment you have got it. Now, tonight no codebook gets handed to you. Tonight the key is a book you already own.
Virginia, around 1820, a stranger named Thomas Beale rides into a Lynchburg inn and takes a room. The story says he and a party of hunters struck gold and silver far out west, hauled it home, and buried it near Bedford County. Before he vanishes for good, he leaves the innkeeper a locked iron box.
What is inside the box?
3 sheets of nothing but numbers, kid. Hundreds of them. Beale promised that a letter with the key would come by mail. It never came. The innkeeper sat on that box for 23 years before he ever pried it open.
Decades later, the numbers reached print. In 1885, a pamphlet called the Beale Papers put all 3 ciphers in front of the public, and the treasure hunt began. So how do you hide a message inside a book? You and I agree on one shared text. Say, the Declaration of Independence, then you number its words. Word 1, word 2, word 3, all the way down the page.
Number the words? What good does that do?
Here's the trick, kid. To write my letter, I never spell a thing. I go hunting in the text. I want a T, so I find any word that starts with T and I write down its number. I want an H next. I find a word starting with H and write its number. My whole message comes out as a string of numbers, and every number just points at a word.
So to read it, you count to that word and take its first letter?
First letter of each. That is the entire cipher. The 115th word of the Declaration is instituted, so 115 simply means the letter I.
And here's why it is so cruel to crack. The numbers hide which book you used. Guess the wrong text, and every number points at the wrong word. Without the key book, there is nothing to attack. No letter frequencies, no pattern, just a wall of numbers. Only one of the 3 pages has ever been read, paper number 2. An anonymous solver found that its key was the Declaration of Independence, and the numbers unlocked a description of the treasure. Thousands of pounds of gold, thousands more of silver and jewels, all sealed in a lined vault 6 feet underground.
So we know what is buried. Do we know where?
That is the heartbreak, kid. Paper number 1 holds the location. Paper number 3 holds the names of the men it belongs to. Both are still sealed. Same trick, but nobody has found the right book for either one, and people have hunted for well over 100 years.
And there is a darker possibility that serious people take seriously. That there is no treasure at all.
A hoax. Why would anyone think that?
Because the story has cracks, kid. A cryptographer named Gillogley ran paper number 1 and found neat little runs of the alphabet buried inside it, the kind of thing that does not happen by accident. And a scholar caught the writing using the word stampede, a word barely seen in print in Beale's day. Little tells that whisper 1880s, not 1820s.
So it stands as one of the great mysteries. Maybe a real fortune still waiting in a Virginia field. Maybe a clever pamphlet that sold for 50 cents and has baited hunters for 140 years. Either way, 1 page was truly cracked, using nothing but a document every American can read. Now you try. Tonight you are not handed a code book. you are handed a key text and a line of numbers. The rule is simple. Each number counts to a word in the key text. Take that word's first letter, in order, and read the sentence back.
Pause it. Number 11 is text, that is a T. Number 12 is hunters, that is an H. You just count the words.
That is the whole game, kid. Count to the word. Take its first letter. The book is the key. Read it out and drop your answer below.
And the solution is waiting for you, pinned right below. Until then, the room stays open.